Welcome back to the weekly Brooklyn Property Market Update, brought to you by England Volkers Brownstone, Brooklyn, by Katriona, Kearney and Donald Brennan. How are you enjoying this lovely hot weather, Donald?
It's fine, right? I think, the warmer temperatures of spring and summer are always welcome versus the colder temperatures of winter. But yeah, a little on the high side. Humidity is a little challenging right now.
So what a difference a week makes in terms of the post-holiday long weekend statistics. Tell us about what we saw.
Yeah, so this is something we touch on once in a while when we're looking at these weekly stats and wonder why numbers drop kind of unusually prior to certain weekends. So just kind of touching on this just to remind our listeners, readers, that there's usually a reason for that other than longer term trends. Any kind of immediate drop in something or spike in something is usually relates to participants and their advisors, concern about maybe putting something out there when there's the pool of participants is not there. So, back in Easter, leading into that weekend, 62 new to market listings for both luxury and below the 2.25. And then after that weekend, bumps up to 161. So, clearly there's a pause there about marketing activities. And then there's this most recent holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, prior to the weekend, leading into the weekend that week, 69 new to market listings across the board there showed up, and then post holiday weekend jumped up back to 146, which is a little more on par with what's happening in the prior trailing average week. So just like to point that out, that it's kind of, those are some anomalies you see once in a while.
So do you think the owners of townhouses in the 3 to 4 million price range were listening to us last week when we said now might be the time to list?
Dude, wouldn't that be nice? We do, by the way, we have a couple hundred YouTube subscribers to our channel where this content goes. So that's good to see, and thousands of views, if not tens of thousands of views. So putting this information out there, obviously, for anybody who finds value in it. Now that said, we did see 13 new to market listings, 4 homes priced between 3.9, which is the range of pricing where we see firsthand being out in the market, sell side, buy side, of the most demand occurring. So that 13 number is certainly welcome for anybody who's trying to secure something. And that 13 is almost equals the totality of the trailing 6 weeks in our data. So super strong, great to see. And we'll see if that continues, or is that just kind of a blip post-holiday prior to summer, people kind of committing to exiting.
So do we think that level of demand is contributing perhaps to an increase in the in contract list prices versus the price things are coming to market at the moment?
It certainly looks that way just based on last week. We never like just to look at 1 week's of data as any kind of trend or a conclusion of the marketplace. But the average ask last week was 1.7, gross 773 on a per square foot for all townhouses under 2.25, just to be clear. And in contract deals at 1.5 and 682 per square foot. So certainly that spread there, higher expectations on the sell side, a very short duration on days on the market on average of 97 for last week versus the trailing, 125 plus days that we see. So very short time frames, things being picked up very quickly. And, as a seller, you may look at that if there's limited supply, limited inventory, and you possess something that's in a high demand neighborhood and high demand asset type, maybe push the envelope a little bit there and kind of inch that asking up to see what can happen. Can't blame them.
Absolutely. So in the below 2.25 million market, we've consistently been above 80 new to market and in contract deals since the end of February, which is great to see.
Yeah, so it is, and the level of activity remains robust at this time of year, right? We are peak seasonality here for deals getting done in New York City. That has kind of historically been the case. Pretty strong market in the fall. Deals happen all year round, as we know, but kind of peak activity here. So, and it's kind of running a little bit longer right now from what we've seen in the past. So plenty of buyers, I guess, is one conclusion to draw there. And if you're out there, and need advice, obviously, in this still competitive market, don't hesitate to reach out. I just want to throw that in there as a reminder. So, very, very stable, above 80 in these 16 markets we track, and it's great to see.
Let's end on that question, the question that we're getting asked a lot in the last 7 days. And that would be, should I act now to avoid the potential for increasing capital gains tax on the potential sale of my property? Is the question that, as you know, Donald, we're getting asked more frequently at the moment.
Sure are. And it's certainly a topic that should be on anybody's radar who is at a certain kind of hold period here, 10, 15 years, which is kind of the average. Sometimes we're talking about these multi-generational townhouse ownership timelines. Those assets have appreciated significantly, and we're all about planning, both on the buy side, sell side. To me, there's no downside to kind of making sure you're aware of what's happening leading up to a decision. So having this on your radar is really important. Full disclosure here, obviously we are real estate brokers. We are not financial advisors. We are not accountants, bookkeepers, tax advisors. So we can put you in touch with those people if you need that kind of advice. And we are also then happy to help you plan accordingly to take advantage of a situation or do something in advance of a changing environment as far as tax rates go, like-kind exchanges go. We do like-kind exchanges quite frequently. So, we possess the knowledge and understanding of what's about to happen and can guide you appropriately.
Great. So that's it from us. Check back in next week, of course, for those accurate and informed observations on the Brooklyn property market. And apologies if you could hear my puppy barking in the background. I can only control him so far. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Take care. Bye.